Yo, welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Chopper, and today we're going to be diving into something truly special. For the first time on the channel, we're taking a historical journey through the Hunter Call of the Wild. From the very first reserves ever released, all the way to the brand new maps we're getting today. This video showcases every official Call of the Wild map reveal trailer in chronological order, giving us a look back on how far this game has come, the evolution that has shaped the Call of the Wild that we love today into the hunting giant it is now. Whether you've been here since Hirschfelden and Layton, or you just joined on Revontuli or Africa, or the newest Scotland DLC, this is the ultimate nostalgia trip for every Call of the Wild player. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this full timeline of every map reveal ever released, and stick around to see just how insanely far this game has evolved. But before we jump into the video, I'd like to ask you to drop a comment below and let me know what map you started playing Hunter Call of the Wild on and what your favorite map is. And as always, make sure and drop a subscribe below if you enjoy the content. Let's go.
Coming out here, you're struck by the silence. But then, if you stand there for a minute, you realize it isn't silent at all. A lot of people feel like they're visiting. But when you're hunting, you're not just visiting. You're part of it. And the wild draws you in. You step on a twig, you stand with the wind. Everything you do leaves a mark. But then when you do see it, that moment, line up the shot, take a deep breath, and that feeling, you just have to experience it for yourself. The perfect hunting experience. Well, there's just about as many opinions on that as there are hunters. Some love the beech forests and farmlands of a place like Hershfelden. But me, I prefer a different kind of wild, where snow-covered peaks surround valleys several miles wide. That is Layton Lake District, the best hunting reserve you'll find in 100 miles. Whether doing tasks for the locals or just hunting to your heart's content, you're free to explore this Pacific Northwest Reserve however you want. You may find your favorite hunting spot along a large valley lake or deep inside a dense spruce forest. The Layton Lake District is home to some of the most majestic animals of the wild, like the moose, the black bear, and the mighty Roosevelt elk. Bagging one of these will require a combination of the right equipment, skillful tracking, and stalking, so you can get close enough for a clean shot. Few things beat hunting together with a group of friends, though. Everyone can bring their own skills and hunting equipment and play a part in finding and downing that big one. In the end, how, what, and where you want to hunt is all up to you. And a truly immersive next-generation hunting experience awaits.
Before we go any further, you should know, my expedition requires a serious professional, an experienced hunter. I need someone who does not fear the cold, harsh taiga. From the banks of the frozen bay to the drunken forests, the mammoth tundra. Someone who respects the sacred reindeer the proud moose, and the rare musk deer. Someone who can outwit the lynx and turn it from predator to prey. And someone who is not afraid to face the brown bear. I need someone who can see even through the storm and stand tall on ice as it's cracking all around you. Maybe someone like you. I hope you brought a warm coat.
It's been a while, grandchild. But it's time to come back where life began. For us all. Back to the savannah that our ancestors walked. Back to the heat and the baobab trees. Time to come back to Verhonga Savannah. To Africa. I can't fail our ancestors. I need to pass the torch to a new protector. A new warden. Verhonga is in your blood. Here, you can chase after blue wildebeests, lock horns with lesser kudu and pronking springbok, encounter side-striped jackals as they search for scrub hares, and when you're bold enough, duel with the widowmaker, the notorious Cape Buffalo. Opportunities like this don't come often, grandchild. So pack your suitcase. Africa is calling.
There are hunters, and then there are elite hunters. The elite never settle for gold when there is the glint of a diamond. They climb the highest mountains, patiently searching for the right moment to break the silence with a perfect shot. Parque Fernando, every hunter's patience is rewarded with the hunt of a lifetime. Lines of axis deer roam the steppe. Our lupin meadows teem with majestic spiral horn blackbacks. Our grass feeds the largest mule deer in the Americas. And our lakes are the most tranquilo places where you can find flocks of brightly bloomed cinnamon teal. And for the most elite hunters, Parque Fernando is home to record-setting red deer, the finest you will find on Earth. Just remember, you are not the apex predator here. That job belongs to the pumas, and they don't like to share. So what kind of hunter are you? Find out in Wild Patagonia.
After all these years as a warden, I'm still impressed by the grit it takes to survive out here. Hunting in the last frontier always brings rewards. Without our influence on Alaska's delicate natural balance, life will only get tougher here at Yukon Valley. You will experience a moment, one that shows why we need not only a hunter, but someone who can understand this place. It might be at your first sighting of the caribou grazing on the Crimson Plains. or during an instant of tranquility as the valley sleeps under fresh snowfall. Perhaps it will come while you stalk a grizzly bear through the remote spruce forest, or during contemplation of the aftermath of an inferno sparked by nature itself. And as night falls, you might just hear the rowdy locals sing their night song to the sky. I'm sure you'll get to meet them. The wolves here are fast, smart, and utterly relentless. They don't scare easy either. It's my great pride to care for this wild, remarkable place, and to welcome you to Yukon Valley.
My family has watched over this land for centuries. I grew up here, stalking the forests, hiking the hills, reading the skies. My very soul is entwined with this place, this hunting ground of kings. I need a hunter like you, someone I can trust, to help me protect the farmland and the flocks. Now is your chance to see a place like no other. As a girl, I chased European hare in the brush, walked alongside the majestic red deer, climbed the cliffs in search of mouflon sheep, and watched the Iberian wolves stalk their prey. But the pride and joy of our land are the Spanish ibex, the humble ronda, the agile southeastern, the strapping betete, and the daunting gredos. Together, they are the Spanish Grand Slam, coveted by hunters the world over. My family entrusted me with this place. It is my destiny. I believe it may be yours too. Come, my friend. Join me in the rolling wilds of Quatro Colinas.
To most people, the Rocky Mountains can be imposing, intimidating even. But in the shadows of these stony-faced giants, the best hunters always seem to rise to the occasion. The price of silver and gold is counted in more than just dollars, and we are still paying that price today. With you and Remy Warren on board, we're going to show that even during hardship, this will always be the best place for hunters to experience what Colorado's wilderness has to offer. They can start their day atop a mountain ridge, scanning the tree line for Rocky Mountain elk, before using their afternoon to track the perfect pronghorn across the boundless grassy plains. Or waiting for the perfect moment to glimpse a mule deer as it darts across the forest floor. While the committed can spend entire days tracking down the perfect mountain lion. But the real attraction for our connoisseurs is a little more feathery. Folks will flock here for our wild turkeys. So, how will you spend your time here at Silver Ridge Peaks?
Maybe you think you know this place? You've seen it on the big screen, wondered at our varied landscapes. You've watched rustic scenes of village life, epic battles under great stone monuments. But the real New Zealand is beyond your wildest imagination. I've never wanted for anything outside of this slumbering paradise. where the long river meets the coast at the foot of the Southern Alps. The heady days of the venison wars are long gone, but with our unique biodiversity under threat, we need hunters like you more than ever. Experience a place where quick-footed chamois play atop alpine ridges so high you can almost touch the sky. Feral goats with sweeping horns make themselves at home on steep crags, while further down, open fields teem with feral pigs and mischievous rabbits. And on the west coast, wet and wild beech forests throng with all types of deer strutting through the thicket, from the big to the, well, bigger. But our top drawer is a little more elusive. The wily seeker deer will make you work for it. So come on. What stories will you tell at the Awaro National Park?
Out here, it's easy to lose your way. There's nothing to guide you but the sun and your own instincts. Survival is never a guarantee, and only the shifting sands bury those who didn't make it. This is Vaquero country. Generations of cowboys have eked out a living on this land through revolution, war, and everything in between. If you're brave enough to strap a gun to your back and follow them, you might be surprised how alive everything is. Maybe you'll spot a collared peccary scurrying through the brushy hills, or track a prize-winning whitetail from the woodlands to the desert. You could hunker down and watch the elusive Mexican bobcat stalk antelope jackrabbits. Or why not meet our newest addition? But be warned, the ring-necked pheasant's no ordinary avian. You've got to make this bird use its wings. It's time for things to change. Either we keep on living as our forefathers did and lose our arroyo, the lifeblood of this bare earth, or we dare to carve our own path forward. If you can rise to the challenge, Rancho Del Arroyo is ready for you.
Where I'm from, history is impossible to escape. It's found where a shack once hosted a blues guitar prodigy in loamy cotton fields.
It's in the remnants of industry and the great winding river itself.
Life here has taught us resilience. But now our community is overwhelmed and we need your help. Help us prepare the next generation. Show them what a true hunter's made of.
Why not cut your teeth stalking gray foxes in the pine forests?
Or try flushing a flock of bobwhite quail out of the grasslands of the Lowcountry.
We got a raccoon problem, requires some firepower.
Or, if you're in the mood for something a little more old school, try prehistoric. Our state reptile is the indomitable American alligator.
Welcome to the place where I'm from.
Welcome to the home of the blues and the soul of the Deep South. Mississippi Acres Preserve.
When the Ice Age ended, our country was formed. Where water meets skies, you'll find the coast of the Northern Light. Welcome to Finland. About 10,000 years ago, the Ice Age left all kinds of things to discover here in Finland. And ever since then, people have been leaving their mark too. Of course, you're here to hunt. And at this time of year, you'll see whitetail, moose, brown bear, and even lynx. After the sun goes down, you're likely to find the infamous raccoon dog. But you won't forget the first time you spot a white willow ptarmigan from the shore, Eurasian teal on the water, or hear the unique mating call of a capercaillie. Whatever game bird you're looking for, there is a good chance you'll find it here. If you're lucky, you might even see the Northern Lights. So let me be the first to welcome you to Finland and to the coast of the Northern Light. Welcome to Revontuli Coast.
Fall in the northern Appalachians. With the leaves changing and the crisp air blowing in, there's nothing like it. And no better place to hunt. The trails here offer so much, winding through the forest, passing lakes and rivers, over bridges that were already old 100 years ago, even leading to some impressive lookouts. Make sure to spend some time off the trail too. It's a bit rugged, but that's part of the charm. I bet there are still some spots that no one's discovered. Well, there's plenty to hunt this time of year. Game birds of all kinds, like the eastern wild turkey. Small game like fox. Or if it's big game you're after, like whitetail, black bear, or moose, we sure have some special wildlife. Spend enough time hunting and exploring these old hills, and you're likely to discover something new yourself. So make yourself at home. Our family is glad to welcome you to New England mountains.
G'day, and welcome to the east coast of Australia, or as I like to call it, heaven on earth. This region hosts plenty of beautiful wildlife, uniquely adapted to our ecosystem, including some species you just can't find anywhere else.
Here on the Emerald Coast, you're likely to see all kinds of wildlife. From saltwater crocodiles on our tropical beaches, magpie geese in the mangrove forests, wandering bantang grazing the fields, or kangaroos lounging in the arid outback. You'll see it all.
Unfortunately, there's no shortage of invasive plants and animals in these parts too. The Europeans introduced everything from goats to pigs, all of which are now feral. Not to mention the numerous types of deer that cause havoc here.
We have a responsibility to care for this land. I've learned if you don't treat it with respect, it will bite you back. But if you take your time and get to know what makes it special, it will be a place you never forget.
Well, what are you waiting for? Ready to get started? We're stoked to show you around the Emerald Coast.
Welcome to Sundarpatan, Nepal, a one-of-a-kind hunting reserve that is both beautiful and challenging. Here, you'll find animals you can't see anywhere else and experience the thrill of the hunt like never before. There are 3 regions in Sundarpatan:
each with their own distinct climate, wildlife, and rich cultures. In the middle is Pahad, with its temperate climate, characterized by the terraced rice fields and dense, colorful forests where our national flower, the rhododendron, blooms in the wild. It is here you'll spot the Tibetan fox, a clever hunter with a face you can't forget. To the south is the Terai region. This lush landscape owes itself to the heavy rains that frequent it. In the dense forests and savannas, it's easy to move unseen. But the same goes for the reserve's top predator, the Bengal tiger. It hunts its prey by stalking from behind, and that could be you. Finally, to the north is the Himal region. These might not be the tallest mountains in Nepal, but don't be fooled. The Himal is a hard place to survive. It's this hostile landscape that the snow leopard calls home. Skilled at stalking and hiding, you'll need more than just tracking scales to spot one. Sundarpatan is not for the faint of heart, but if you're up for adventure and up to the challenge, there's nowhere else like it. Welcome to Nepal. Welcome to Sundarpatan.
Cold, quiet, and untouched. Besides the wildlife, not many can handle it out here. But that's the point, right? Seeing the sun rise on the Rockies and the snow falling on the valley, and realizing it's just like that for miles and miles. Welcome to Alberta. Welcome to Askiy Ridge.
Alright, pal. Welcome to Torr Nan Sithrean, Scotland. For centuries, adventurers have been drawn here, exploring our rich wilderness and enchanting countryside. Here, history and myth interweave to create the stuff of legends. Up on the Highlands, it's more than a wee bit nippy. Only the toughest wildlife survive here. And the greatest prize of all is the red deer. It's a scene straight off a shortbread tin. Down in the Midlands, the hills roll right into vast moors of heather. Without much shelter, residents have taken matters into their own hands, or claws. The European badger might look cute, but 12 stitches will they? Where the fields meet the forests, you'll find an animal at home in both. The pine marten. You'll often see one out on the hunt for anything from bugs to berries, if you can actually spot the wee barra. The woods here are home to some unique and interesting species, as well as artifacts from times long ago. In the lowlands to the south, you'll find the bonny Keistell and Eland. It's a must for any visitor and offers a smashing view of the water. Our rivers and lochs play host to all sorts of wildlife. I hear the most elusive of them all has been spotted down below. The mink diving deep to catch its dinner. Hey, what did you think I meant? There's a natural beauty to Scotland that's almost magical. But it's the land's legends that'll put you under her spell. Even with all the stories you've heard. I'll bet we've got a few twists in store. So, come on. We can't wait for you to begin your tale at Torr Nan Sithrean, Scotland.